So what is going on YouTube, and welcome back to the Brothers Brice. It's Chris here, and today I'm going to do my first solo Let's Play, and I've chosen to do Simpsons Hit and Run. It's a bit of a classic game, a game I played a lot as a kid, but never actually finished. So I've decided now I've got the YouTube channel and everything, let's go back and beat it. Let's get started. I'm playing it on the 360 just because my half-hodge can't capture original Xbox footage. So I don't know if there's any issues with doing it on the 360. I shouldn't imagine so. I haven't played it since I was a kid, so probably talking 10-12 years ago at least. So although I remember bits, I'm not familiar with the story or many of the missions, so I'm just going to watch all the cinematics and I'll probably try and be quiet for them so we know the story. Alrighty, so if you guys remember, if you were playing Xbox back then, or PlayStation it was, I actually played this. There was 3 Simpsons games.
I'm endorsing a new cola, kids, and this one isn't poisonous to anybody.
That we know of.
New and improved Buzz Cola is made from only the finest sugars and waters. Plus, it has a special ingredient, too hot for the FDA. It'll give you the get up and go you need to do all the pathetic stuff you have to do. Try new improved Buzz Cola.
Cola. Must get Buzz Cola.
Alright, so as I was saying before Krusty rudely interrupted me, if you were playing back in the day, there was sort of 3 Simpsons games that come out really close to each other. There was the Simpsons skateboarding game, a sort of Tony Hawk's rip-off, Simpsons Road Rage, which was the sort of crazy taxi rip-off, and then they had this one, which is by far and away the most popular, which is a Grand Theft Auto-esque style game. So I think what I'm going to do for this playthrough is just do the story missions.
Every dessert in the house. I need you to run to the store and pick up some of that ice cream with the miniature pies in it.
Oh, must have been one of our kids. Probably Millhouse.
Yeah, I'm going to do all the story missions, and then if I'm sort of enjoying it and it's getting views and people want to see it, I'll go back and I'll sort of 100% each of the levels, because if you go into... oh, I can't do it in a mission, I'll show you in a second. There's sort of other little collectibles you can do in each mission. There's alternate outfits, there's vehicles, collectible cards. So I will go back and 100% the game if it's popular enough. But at the minute I just really want to beat this game, because it's one of those games like a bit like Ocarina of Time for me, and I've played that but I've never completed it. So I'm going to go back and finish this.
Give me a cola and I need another bucket.
Check that off the bucket list.
What happened to the ice cream with mini pies your wife bought this morning?
Oh, I probably ate it. I don't remember stuff too good.
So I think the whole first level, this first home run mission is really easy. So we'll probably fly through this, and then I think it's Bart next. I only ever remember getting up to, I think Apu is a level, and I don't think I ever completed that, so I don't know who's after him. I won't look it up or anything. I think I'll just play it and we'll find out.
I wish I had a dog with a saddle.
Oh, God, I don't know what the wrong button is yet.
Homie, Lisa left for school without her science project. Can you get it to her?
Oh, do I have to?
You can drop it off on the way to work.
And I have to go to work?
I know your pain, brother.
Let's do this thing.
And I've not really been watching The Simpsons either. Like, I was a huge Simpsons fan when I was growing up. I had all of the DVD sets, like up to about season 12 or so, 12, 13. see if I put a picture up. They used to do them with the characters' faces as the boxes, and had all of them. I sort of stopped watching it. I think it died down in popularity and
That was an insult.
everybody sort of stopped watching it, but I know it's still going strong today. I haven't watched it in years. I obviously haven't watched any of the original episodes in years, so this Let's Play would have been a lot better probably 10 years ago, when I could have commented on all these little Easter eggs and cliches they're showing.
Thanks for bringing me my model of the digestive system. Hey, where's the gallbladder?
I got hungry and it was a fig.
It was modeling clay.
Oh.
By the way, Dad, Mom called. She says she needs to talk to you at home before you go to work.
Oh! We're number one. We're number one.
There is, if I remember right. Yeah, so you can buy the clothes in here and also in the Quickie Mart, but obviously I haven't been picking up any money. Oh, that one looks pretty cool. I think I might save up some money and at least get one outfit each level, and then I'll come back at the end and purchase them all. Oh, just hit a few children, it's all good. I think every time I see one of these buzz boxes I will break them because you get a load of money out of them. There's one up here. The next time we're by the school or whatever, we'll go and pick up an outfit.
Take that.
I think one of the most beautiful things of this game is it's a bit like the South Park game that came out like recently. You even though you watch the shows a lot, you don't know where everything is in relation to everything else, and I think this is a very good representation of Springfield.
USA. USA.
Let's see what Marge wants.
Ow, my medals.
Oh, go talk to Ned Flanders. He seems miffed and PO'd.
Why me? I'm the world's greatest neighbor. I even have a mug to that effect.
Go see Ned Flanders. See, I think a lot of this first level is just like fetch quests and basically teaching you the mechanics of the game. There we go, got some money here.
Chest pain. Having chest pain.
So I did also play back in the day. I played this one. See, oh, there's one of the collectible cards. So we'll leave that for the minute. We'll come back and pick them all up at the end, if that's what people want. Yeah, I played the other two games.
I'm all in a dither, Homer. So many of my possessions have disappeared. I called the police to find the culprit.
Culprit, eh?
My lawnmower, my cooler, my lawn chair, a family portrait, even Rod's inhaler. What kind of sick individual would take this stuff?
Oh no, I borrowed all of Flanders' stuff. Quick, think of an excuse to get out of here. Excuse me, I think I have to go shuck some corn.
Yes, I played the other two games. The Road Rage one, I know it's popular, but I didn't like it as much as the other two because it felt a bit
Need a disco nap.
sort of there wasn't as much to do. Like it was just the same repetitive thing. And to be fair, that might just be my memory remembering it wrong because I haven't played it in God knows how long.
My bikini
But the skateboard one I think was actually pretty good. So I don't own that, but if I pick up a copy I might play through that as well. I remember it being actually pretty difficult, but again, what's difficult when you're 10 years old isn't necessarily difficult when you pick it up and play it now. Although there's lots of games that I play nowadays that I'm a lot worse than how I remember being.
chest pain. Having chest pain.
So what we got to do? Got Flanders Tuxedo.
Get body. What's next? Flanders cooler. I gave it to Barney. Ooh, the vibration's tickling my feet.
Oh, what a crazy place to stop right in front of the bowl.
You remember that cooler I gave you for your birthday? Well, Flanders wants it back. Now what will I use for a toilet?
Lush. So obviously being my first Let's Play on YouTube, I don't really know the formula I want to do yet, how I want to do this. I'm planning on doing sort of half-hour episodes of this, or we'll see if that's okay, and maybe upload once a week or so, or twice a week possibly. Just get the hang of it, because there's probably going to be lots wrong with this video. I don't know if I'll talk enough or I'll talk too much, or if the audio's all good. So I might need to practice a bit more, but it will come. I've got a huge Xbox game collection, so I've got plenty of games to play. So I might do a video on that actually at some point, showing off my collection. See what people want to watch. There's a few games that I definitely want to do as well, but I don't mind playing other games at the same time. Maybe do like 2 Let's Plays at a time sort of thing, so if people don't want to watch, say, The Simpsons, they can watch, I don't know, Fallout Let's Play or something like that. Or even a modern game, or Xbox One game.
Flanders, look! I found your missing stuff! Now, about the reward.
Thanks, neighbor Rooney. Here's your reward. A prayer from the Lord's #1 fan. Our Father in heaven, bless this noble oath.
Stupid Flanders getting happiness from religion. King of the world!
He's one of my favourite characters, Flanders. He's always so upbeat. See, that's a difficult question. If you had to ask me who my absolute favourite was, like if you don't include the main family, because I think Homer probably would take it.
Homie, you're late for work. And today's your workplace evaluation with Mr. Smithers.
You'll find my scorpion farm! Then where will my scorpions live? Only one person can help me. Lenny.
But yeah, outside the family, it's tough because I like Comic Book Guy. I think he's funny. I like Professor Frink. Apu as well. I think probably it would be between Comic Book Guy and Principal Skinner. The funny thing about Skinner is that when he's always the most sort of down to earth in terms of like what he does is a realistic, believable action. And I think that's quite rare in the Springfield universe. So we get all these boxes again.
Hey, Homer, how about a breakfast churro?
No time! Tell me where to find Mr. Smithers!
Yeah, I think I saw him at the Quickie Mart. More breakfast churros for Lenny.
I'm gonna need a car with a little more junk in the trunk if I'm gonna take him out. I wonder if Barney still has the plow kit.
Oh, I completely forgot you actually sometimes mandatory had to buy vehicles.
Barney, can I borrow the plow
I
kit?
hope it's not too much. Ah, no. So we've got to take out Smithers.
Thrashing time!
Well, this does not handle anywhere near as good as that sedan. Oh, just ran over someone. Yeah, I don't really remember why I stopped playing this when I was a kid. I don't know if there was a really hard mission somewhere that I was stuck on, or if it was just
Harder than it is.
a case of you you get to a certain point in where you just pick up another game and start playing it and just forget you own this one. Oh, this looks promising. I wonder if that car in front's ever been seen, like Smithers driving it in the series. That's why they picked it, because I don't recognise it at all. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't kill him. Move, move, move! Oh, I got him there.
My convertible! I just waxed an undercoater.
That's what you get for expecting me to do the job for which I am.
That's a mission failed then. Was I not supposed to kill him? Was it just a race and I took it a bit too far? Oh.
Oh, the rotten karmic retribution.
Oh. Oh, I do not like this. I want to get out of this car and get something a bit nippier. That's old Gil. I think he sells vehicles in this game.
This is the worst town.
Oh. So just quickly while we are driving, sort of a mundane bit, if there is any comments to do with sort of the quality of the videos or anything you'd recommend, like please let me know. Don't think of it as trolling or insulting, because I do generally need the feedback.
Reckless driving is my pet peeve.
Because obviously me and my brother, this is sort of the first time we've tried YouTube proper.
Your driving is adequate, but lacks passion.
And although we watch a lot of YouTubes and we know Let's Plays and stuff, doing it's quite a lot different.
Twist the legs and the crotch.
So it'd be good to get feedback.
How can I sleep with that camera? Oh, sexy girls could be watching me on the internet. Cameras, you should be smashed.
It's usually the other way around, mate.
Destroy you at your power source.
Destroy all the power couplets.
Brice will clean this mess up later.
I remember this mission being like actually pretty difficult when I was younger.
If you're so smart, how come I broke you? Not like anyone likes these things. Ha-ha! Stupid like a fox. Brice will clean this mess up later. If you're so smart, how come I broke you?
What should I go for next?
Bouncy, bouncy.
Do I even need to come up there? No, I don't think I need to come up there.
Not like anyone likes these things.
See, this is spooky. Like when I legitimately when I was a kid, this stuff was tricky, and now like I'm gonna do it with 2.5 minutes spare, unless there's something to do after this. Maybe it's not.
Brice will clean this mess up later. Finally, I can get some sleep.
Mindless drones, return to your ugly families.
Ow! Everyone sucks but me.
Oh. That's going pretty smoothly so far. Not had to redo a mission 3 or 4 times like I expected I'd have to. Which probably will be the case in some of the later missions if I remember right. See, what I might do just for this first episode is do not very much editing, and then in the next, I don't know if you can jump this in this big thing.
Not a very good driver.
Just, oh.
Oh, now I have a wedgie.
Yeah, I'll do a little bit of editing, but on the next episodes, on these bits where I sort of just drive in between missions, I might just edit it out. Let's see. I wanted to pick a game which I semi-knew but didn't know too well as a first Let's Play, because the problem with doing a game you don't know completely is it could be really ridiculously hard, which I'm fine with, but it might not be as enjoyable to watch if I'm just dying on the same bit over and over again. Oh.
How'd you like a new...
Sit on the sofa.
The famous bearded cartoon creator incarcerated in a Peruvian jail. In other news, local citizens are outraged over the discovery of surveillance cameras throughout the town. We go now to City Hall, where Mayor Quimby is fielding questions from an angry mob.
These miniature cameras are an outrage. Spying on our women's dressing rooms, bathrooms, and locker rooms is unforgivable. I think I speak for all Springfielders when I say, where is the sexy footage?
In other unexplained news, strange black vans have been appearing all over town.
Marge, that black van is spying on us.
Oh, homie, you're so sexy when you're paranoid.
I don't remember it being so many sexy jokes. Perhaps that was the old school Simpsons way. Are we in a mission now, can I? Yeah, I was just going to show you the sort of level progress bit. Oh.
I love to sit.
I wish I wasn't in this car, to be honest. Should be okay. I'll change it when I get the next chance.
Look out!
I think this is when you just need to stick on the back of, really. Oh.
I'm a lean, mean speed.
Go, 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 go. Oh, he's taking that lady right out. Yeah, so one thing that made me sort of want to do the Simpsons game over something else was I was watching a video on YouTube a couple of nights ago. It's one of those times when you're watching YouTube and you watch a video to go to a video to go to a video, and suddenly you're watching something nowhere near the thing you originally searched. And I watched an hour-long video on the Simpsons figures, and it was so nostalgic watching. I was like, I don't have any at the minute. But I used to have, like, well, not all of them, but I used to have quite a few of them, so it's cool watching it back and seeing like which ones are valuable now and looking at this guy's collection. So I might put the description in, put the link to that video in the description so you guys can watch it.
Oh, Mr. Burns is behind all this.
It's very nostalgic.
Evil spying is so like him, that wrinkled old monkey skeleton.
It's a pretty good way to describe Mr. Brice. That's Krusty. Oh, can't do a lot with him. That was the other problem I had with the new Simpsons game.
Can you come and get me?
I remember in the advertisement they were saying like there was 200 characters or something, but most of them were literally just had one line in the background. Oh, this feels so much better than the Plow King. Actually turns okay. It's quite scary how much of this I'm remembering.
That was easy as pie. Eggs over. Mr. Burns is spying on everybody. We've got to follow him.
Not now, Homer. A new violent video game has hit the streets, and we need to get rid of it before it warps any children with its bloops and bleeps.
But that game sounds awesome.
car should be destroyed.
I guess.
I mean, that's still realistic nowadays. Every time a game comes out that's a little controversial, people want to pull it off shelves. I know like Australia and stuff have a lot. Do I have to ram this or do I just follow it? I can't remember. Yeah, there we are. I think you got to ram it 10 times basically.
Take that!
Steady, Marjorie, steady. You're looking at some serious road rage.
I don't know what come out first actually of these Simpsons games. I assume this came out after Road Rage because there's so much more to it, but that might not be the case. I will I'll try and hunt down the other two just so I've got the sort of complete collection.
Learn to drive, dumbass!
Which way have I got to go? Back this way? That's the house.
That was
Easy peasy.
Kids would play more video games about sharing.
Bart, you know I have more crazy plans. Well, if you'll excuse me, I have to go spy on my boss.
Mission complete.
Smart. I am the smart.
I think you might better buy clothes at the house as well. Possibly. If we can, I'll change my outfit up. Oh, maybe not.
You know where my family lives?
Yeah, here's that level progress. So you've got one more story mission, one bonus mission, 3 street races, 7 collector cards, the clothing, vehicles, watch cameras and gags. So yeah, if this gets sort of a few likes and people are enjoying watching it, I will go back and 100% the game. But we'll wait and see. I mean, either way, I will complete the game just because for me it's one of those games on my bucket list now that I just want to get finished. Let's go to the power plant. So just looking at the timer, I've recorded for like nearly 30 minutes now, and this level's almost finished. So I probably will either do, depends on if the other levels of this sort of length. I think they might be longer. I'll do this whole level in episode 1, and then I'll probably split the other ones into sort of 20-minute videos if they're longer, and do 2 parts per level. Which sounds good to me. It's good pacing. Another one of those collectible cards there on top of that caravan. Oh.
Let's see you do better. Ooh, the vibration's tickling my feet. I have road rage and I know how to use it.
So if you've played this game before, which I think quite a lot of people probably will have, I read some of it sold like 3 million copies, which just is mind blowing because it only came out on a couple of different consoles. Yeah, so if you have played this game before, let me know what your favourite level is. Try and not do any spoilers to me because I've only played up to ARPU. So if there's levels after that, don't let me know.
Mini cameras, black vans.
Oh, good thing I'm drunk.
Stupid drunk. Oh no, he's going to Warren Burns. I can't believe I'm racing the same guy twice in one day.
Beat Smithers to Mr. Burns Mansion.
It's racing time.
So I think on this one it's genuinely a race. I'm not going to try and injure him. I wish you could unlock his car. I hope you can unlock his car. Oh. I think I should have not took that first shortcut and jumped over the tyres. It's gonna be tight! I think this is literally like a race across the whole of the first level, so I got plenty of time to overtake him. Look at this, perfect driving.
I blame society. That hurt. Move it.
Do we risk the jump across the Coke van? The Coke thingy? I think we do. I saw another collectible card then on top of the cookie man. Oh.
Ow, my ass! Possessions are fleeting. It was like that when I got here.
Oh no! Lost the lead right at the end. No! Turn, turn, turn! That was too close.
See, Montgomery Burns, I know you're guilty. Accused!
Fine, I admit it, I had Amelia Earhart's plane shot down. That hussy was getting too big for her jumpers.
No! You're spying on Springfield with your black vans and surveillance cameras.
Black vans? Aren't they connected with some sort of pizziola concern?
What? They were only pizza vans? I'm a Class 5 idiot.
Smithers, release the hounds. And if this oaf is an employee of the plant, fire him at once.
In your face! Woohoo!
Alright, yeah, so as I predicted, that is the last level of the level 1. I think I'm going to leave it here and then we'll restart jumping into level 2 on the next episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Please do any critiques in the comment section, just to let me know what I'm doing good, what I'm doing bad, and I want a discussion. I don't want this to just be a let's play where you watch me play through the game. So obviously for episode 1, the question's going to be what's your favourite level, and then I might do one in every episode so we can have a chat about it in the comments. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.